Hey guys, welcome back. You are now in the word problem section of going over TEKS 5 3B. And remember, our goal is to be able to say that I can use multiplication to solve 3-digit by 2-digit problems. Get your problem solving board ready. Remember, read, think, solve, and justify. And in the read section is, what is the problem asking me to do? So I take reading the word problem one step further, and I always read the words, just the words. We're not trying to understand it right now. We're just reading the words to make sure I know how to pronounce it in my head and make sure that I know what the words are. So, Mr. Jones, I know that's a long O, silent E, Jones. The S says the Z sound. Bought, O-U-G-H says bought 122 bags of red potatoes. There, T-H-E-R-E is location there. There's also the word there that is possessive, T-H-E-I-R. Some people get that confused, but this is location or direction. So in that particular location, there were 79 potatoes in each bag. How many potatoes did Mr. Jones buy? Okay, U-Y-I-I-I, like guy. Okay, buy. So I know how to pronounce each word. So now let's do what the problem solving board wants us to do when we read this time. What is the problem asking me to do? Let's read. Mr. Jones bought 122 bags of red potatoes. There were 79 potatoes in each bag. How many potatoes did Mr. Jones buy? So remember, when we fill out the read portion of our problem solving board, we're not just reinstating the question. It's asking us, what is the problem asking me to do? And how many potatoes did Mr. Jones buy? So now we're going to write that in our own words. We're really going to find out how many potatoes he bought in all. Altogether. Okay. Now the next portion is think. What are the facts both stated and unstated? Stated meaning you see them in the word problem, and unstated meaning they're not there. You have to infer. Okay. Mr. Jones bought up for sure 122 bags of red potatoes. Okay. And me being a very visual person, 122 bags. So I'm going to draw a sack of potatoes. Y'all don't laugh at my sack of potatoes. Like a burlap sack. Okay. He bought 122 of these bags of potatoes. There were 79 potatoes in each bag. There were 79 potatoes in each bag. So 79 potatoes. So what Miss Guidry's going to do is say 79. That's a funny looking potato. Potatoes in each of these bags, which reminds me, guys, I need to put potatoes on my grocery list. So 122 bags, and in each bag were 79 potatoes. So how many potatoes did Mr. Jones buy? So how would we solve for that? How would we solve for that? Which is the next step in our problem solving board? That looks like 122 times 79. And what I really like about this solving part is you come up with the product in a method that works for you. So like the 3 methods that I showed you earlier, we're going to go through each one for this particular problem. Remember, the goal or our objective is to multiply 3-digit by a 2-digit number. Okay? So, standard algorithm is 122. I'm sorry, guys. I meant to do that in black. Let me do that in black. 122 times 79. Okay? We start off with our ones place. 9 times 2 is 18. Put the 8 down. Carry the 1. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 1 is 9. 19. Carry the 1. 1 times 9 is 9 plus 1 is 10. I'm going to get rid of these because we're ready to move to the next one. Put a 0 in the ones place. Why did I put a 0 in the ones place? I can't just willy-nilly be putting zeros anywhere. I need to know why I put a 0 in the ones place. I put a 0 in the ones place because we already multiplied by ones. Now we're multiplying by what place value now? That's right, the tens. So now I can say 7 times 2 is 14. Carry the 1. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 1 is 5. Carry the 1. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 1 is 8. So now I add these together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 4 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus 5 is 6. 1 plus 8 is 9. So the product of the factors 122 times 79 is 9,638 potatoes. He had an all. He is going to have a huge crawfish boil or a whole bunch of mashed potatoes. Okay? Let's label it potatoes. That's what we were solving for. But guys, let's look at a couple of things before we move on to the other methods of computation. We started off with a 3-digit factor and a 2-digit factor. Let's name the place value. 8 is in our ones place. 3 is in our tens place. 6 is in our hundreds place. And what place value now is 9? What is that place value? Did I hear somebody say the thousands? That's right. We have now entered into the thousands. Okay, guys. Good job. Let's show you another method. Again, what was one of the vocabulary words you needed to know for this section? Place value. So we have a factor of 122. There is 100. There's 20. And there are 2 ones that make up 122. 1 100s, 2 tens, which is 20, and 2 ones. And we said times 79. So another way, remember we said you could say it is 79 groups of 122. That is a whole lot. Or in this case, there were actually 122 groups of 79 potatoes. Okay. So, what you can do, and I like doing this, is now we're going to multiply 100, 20, and 2 by the ones value of 79, which is 9. So 100 times 9, guys, is what? That's right, 900. Twenty times 9 is what? Good job, 180. And 2 times 9, forgot my multiplication symbol. 2 times 9 is what? 18. Now, what you do is you add these all together. And Miss Guidry is good at math, but I still, to this day, like to line them up on top of each other. So 900 plus 180 plus 18, what does that give me? I'm going to put it in green. That gives me 0, I'm sorry guys, 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 8 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and 9 plus 1 is 10. So I have 1,098, 8 ones, 9 tens, 0 hundreds, and 1 1,000 for this first half. Now, we did the ones place value. What place value do we need to do now? That's right, the tens place value. So now, I go through and I say 100 times 70, because we're doing the tens place value. We're going to say 20 times 70, and we're going to say 2 times 70, but I like the big number on the top. I hope this doesn't confuse you. Times 2, it's the same thing. Factors are factors. They can be switched around. So this is the same as saying 2 times 70 or 70 times 2. Okay, guys? So now, zero times 0 is 0, 0 times 0 is 0, and 1 times 0 is 0. 0. We're putting, because we're doing the tenth place now. And in a little while, or soon enough, Miss Guidry is going to show you a shortcut to this. But let's just go on and do the standard algorithm. Then we put our place value in the ones place. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 1 is 7. Add those together, and looky here, we get 7,000. Now, let's do the 20. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Put your 0 in the place value, move on to the 10. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 14. I'm sorry, 7 times 2 is 14. See what we get here. 0 and 0 is 0. 0 and 0 is 0. 4 and 0 is 4. 1 and 0 is 1. So we have 1,400. Okay, guys. Now for the last one here, we have 0 times 2 is 0, and 2 times 7 is 140. Okay, and what do? We add all these products together. So we would add 7,000 plus 1,400 plus 140. Remember, when adding our digits, all the place values need to line up. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 4 plus 1 is 5. And 7 plus 1 is 8. So we get 8,540. Okay? Now what we do is we add it. This takes a little longer, but you know what? Whatever works for you to solve, you get it. That's what you're going to get it. So Miss Guidry wants you to do what works for you, even if it takes a little longer. So now you add 1,098 plus 8,540. Let's see what we get. Let's find some room right over here. Let's see if we did our math correctly, guys. Let's line up the place values. 1,098 plus 8,540. 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 4 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus 5 is 6. 1 and 8 are 9. So we get 9,638. And remember, after all this, we are talking about potatoes. Potatoes. And that's what we got beforehand when we did the standard algorithm. Don't feel bad if this way is crystal clear to you. I told y'all before, I wish Miss Guidry had known this way when I was growing up. Okay? So you take your time and you do this way if you need to. Okay? Do our 3 digits. So ones, tens, hundreds times the factor of 79. Ones, tens. Now let's draw our diagonals. Now the last way is the lattice system. Ones, tens, hundreds, okay? Okay, guys, let's do it quickly. Also remember, tens, ones. 2 times 7, 1 tens, 4 ones. 2 times 9 is 18, 1 tens, 8 ones. Same thing, 7 times 2 is 14, 1 10, 4 ones. 2 times 9 is 18, 1 tens, 8 ones. 1 times 7 is 7, 0 tens, 7 ones. 1 times 9 is 9, 0 tens, 9 ones. Now remember, we go through and we add each row, okay? And we will eventually get our answer. So let's see. Let's make our product, or make this in red. 0 times 8, because there's nothing, is just going to be 8. 4 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 13. That's 3 ones. You carry that 1 in the tens column to the next box in the tens. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6, plus 1 more is 7, plus 9 is 16. We have 6 ones, carry the 1 in the tens place. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 7 is 9. Bring these down. 9,638. Remember, this is a word. For our 3-digit by 2-digit problem. So, you can say, I can use multiplication to solve 3-digit by 2-digit problems. Let's go through academic vocabulary. I can use multiplication to solve. What does the solution give you? It gives you a product of 3-digit by 2-digit problems. What were these digits? They were factors. And you had to know your place value to be able to do these methods. Okay, guys? You did a great job. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.